Well, good evening. It's Longhaultanker, straight razor shaving with Longhaultanker, and it is the 5th of October, 2022 at 5:45 p.m. Central Time, 17:45, and we're in Shreveport, Louisiana, Greenwood, more precisely, at the Love's Truck Stop over here, and I've got about between 28 and 30 hours of whisker growth. I don't have a lot. I shaved yesterday morning at about noon, 11:45 yesterday morning, but I got just enough to that I don't want to drive with it till tomorrow night. So we're going to get on with it today. And let me grab my razors over here for our face shave tonight. We're going to use the Genco Easy Aces. Beautiful razor, 5/8 square point, good American steel. It's an excellent example of American craftsmanship when American craftsmanship meant something relative to straight razors. Anyway, our soap today is going to be, and I've used this once, but frankly I don't remember because I've used so many just once of the new soaps that I've got. Coniferous, Stirling Soap Company, Coniferous, I think. It smells, it's got a little water on it, but it smells kind of pine-like. I haven't recently looked at the website to see all the scents and all that stuff, but it either smells good or it don't. It smells like something or it doesn't. And if it smells like something, I can generally figure it out. I had a nice hot shower. For the brush, we're using the QED Select Manchurian Silvertip Faux Garnet in a 24 millimeter. And again, these knots, I've got 4 of these. 2 are 24, one's 26, one's 28. And these are just fabulous, absolutely fabulous. Let's take that water that's been soaking on the puck in the dish. Very strong pine scent. Incense, more like incense pine than outdoor pine. Of course, you know, oils and all. Oh, that's just lovely. Getting a good lather off of it. I'm going to go heavy because I don't remember just exactly how this, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter one little bit. All right. So here's what I got on the puck. So if you're joining me on YouTube, thank you. Appreciate it. Hit the like and subscribe button. Leave a comment if you so desire. And then go on over to the Shaving Cadre. Check them out, theshavingcadre.com. And if you'd like to join a bunch of fellas that really enjoy the hobby of wet shaving, and you know, there's a bunch of us that shave particularly with straight razors. And we make videos and post them up. I'd say there's about a half a dozen of us that are actively, regularly putting up material. And some of those I'll name right now. and I regard them as kind of a favorites list, if you will. And that is Handlebarber Dave, he and Major Rich Blout, I think he is on YouTube, his channel, and Nurse Dave, and Bill M, and Cutthroat Journey. And a couple that haven't made content recently, but they have channels on YouTube, is Fenster Shaves and Scuttle Soap. And Shooting the Shave, he's over there. And he does a lot of content, and we like his stuff. So go on over there and join the fun. All right, let's go with that. Got soap strewn everywhere. So this is my first day out. I left the yard at about 12 noon today. And I got there about 9:30 this morning, and trailer had been sitting there. It was preloaded. It's been sitting there for about 3 days. So the schedule on delivery on this thing is quite blown, which, you know, I love when a plan blows up, because I get to put it back together. And let me tell you what I did. After checking, now I'm going to the Toronto area, Ontario, Canada. And this is my first Canada load since the imposition and since removal of all of the mandate nonsense that they had put into place. I used to go to Canada almost every week. But all of that nonsense has been removed. I called Customs and Immigration Office at the Blue Water Bridge at Port Huron, Michigan, and I asked them, I said, are U.S. citizen commercial drivers going to have any problem getting back into the United States from Canada with their passports and all the usual paperwork? And they said, no, you're going to be fine. And so Canada lifted all of their restrictions on October the 1st. So this is going to be my first load to Canada since the lifting of the restrictions. And with the schedule as blown as it is, I had some questions, but my dispatch wasn't in a very talkative mood for whatever reason. And didn't want to talk to me. I don't think it was personal. I think he was just overwhelmed and busy. And This blade is talking quite loudly. Anyway, I know Canada well enough that things are so highly unionized and people don't work the weekends. And I said, so when's delivery? And he said, probably Saturday. No. So I called the company. Now this is something way outside my wheelhouse. Now I don't mind. I say, well, I've certainly called companies before to inquire about certain things, about delivery. I just asked them. I got a hold of the shipping and receiving clerk. Told them who I was and told them I had a load of a certain product. Told them the name of it, that I'm coming up there, leaving on Wednesday. I said, are you guys open and for delivery on Saturday, over the weekend? They said, generally no, but we can have somebody here. And I said, I don't want to put you guys out at all. And so but you generally don't though. If I wanted to come in on Monday, you guys would probably prefer that better. He said, oh yeah. So got underway today. Yeah, there were a few issues. Got there at 9:30, getting everything ready to go, and there were a few issues to take care of before I got underway. Hence the 2.5 hours waiting on paperwork and other considerations. A little bit of small mechanical thing, but that didn't take 20 minutes. But anyway, my dispatch manager's boss, senior dispatch manager, he called me and he said, so you told me that they're closed over the weekend. You told me you'd be there on Monday. I said, yep, that's what I said. He said, I just got off the phone, come to find out that this coming Monday is Canada's Thanksgiving Day. He said, do you mind laying over for another day and deliver on Tuesday? And I said, not at all. That just gives me more time to drive up there. He said, I thought you'd see it like that. So I'm going to drive to near the last truck stop in Michigan and lay up for a couple of days. I don't remember exactly, but I think I'm reasonably confident that the edge on this is an Arkansas, either translucent hard black or a true hard. I don't remember which. So I will likely, over the weekend, Friday night and Saturday especially, I may go on into Canada on Sunday. But if you live in the Port Huron area and are interested in straight razor shaving, you might want to stop and visit. Yeah, okay, I'm putting myself up for a meetup. Anybody that might want to meet up in the Port Huron at the truck stop. I like this soap. I like the consistency. It's a little thicker than some of the Stirling soaps. And that could be because I took a fair amount off of the puck out of the dish. I may have. And it's a smaller brush. I usually use a larger brush. Just fine, that's beautiful. Whacking them off. So I had a good drive. A lot of people out today, even where I'm not used to seeing them. I did check the weather report, make sure I had good moderate temperatures. The product I'm carrying on the trailer is a temperature controlled product, so it must maintain between 80 and 100 degrees. And that was one of the things I had to take care of before I left. Was to make sure that the trailer has an in-transit heat system that connects to the, by means of hoses, to the radiator system on the truck and the antifreeze, and so I had to make sure that the truck was in-transit heat system is coils all throughout the tanker, and all of that has to be filled with antifreeze as well, and it takes about anywhere from 8 to 15 gallons depending upon how many coils there are and how big it is. And the operating temperature of a big truck, the cooling system, the water system, is typically around 100 and just short of 200 degrees, and the maximum temperature that it can maintain on an in-transit heat system is about 120 degrees. So I got to pay attention to stuff like that. I get trained on it, have refresher courses, both on the mechanical side and the few chemicals that we carry that require temperature control in transit heat. And you got to know what you're doing a little bit. You got to know a little bit of the physics that's involved in that. Not much. You don't have to know any math equations or anything like that, but I had a load one time that required 180 degrees delivery temperature, and they got real upset with me that I did not have the in-transit heat connected at delivery. And I said, well, that's ridiculous. And that you never put in-transit heat system. You never engage an in-transit heat system. On a temperature product that's less than the product temperature. So if your product temperature requires 180 degrees, you can't put 120 degrees in transit heat system on it, because that'll just draw it right down quick like and in a hurry. And then you'd be in trouble. Yeah, I remember that argument. I had to get the safety manager and the shop manager on the phone with this guy to either to persuade him or to tell him he was a dumbass, that you don't put a lower temperature on a higher product. Oh yeah, that feels real nice. Lovely scent. I feel like I'm out in the middle of the Oregon forest, climbing Mount Hood at government camp. Or over near my friend's house in Lincoln City, and all the mountains and trees that they've got over there. No, it's been about a year and a half, maybe not quite that. When did the Canadian mandates go into effect? I don't remember, but it's been close to a year and a half. I don't think it's been a full 2 years, but I might be wrong. Yep, some of the wildest times I've had driving a truck have been in the winter time, up and around coming out of Toronto, Cambridge, London. Oh yeah, exciting. Full-on blizzards, freezing temperatures. It's always funny because I'm, living in Houston and driving out of Houston. My dispatch managers have always said, "Do you like driving in that stuff?" And I said, "Well, it's sporting." It is sporting. I mean, who wants to be a flatland driver all their life? You got to have some excitement. And I will say they have put in some, it's been a while since I've been there, but they were building some, and had built some new truck stops on both the 401 and the 402 out that way. One of my favorite truck stops is right there in is London, Flying J. Spacious, got lots of parking. Now that's the way to build a truck stop in Canada. Because I've been in a lot of truck stops in Canada that don't have very many parking places, tight as can be. And I try to avoid those as well. Another nice one that I like is the Flying J. There's no Loves in Canada. And so you got to know where the good ones are, and they're mostly Flying J's. East Toronto Flying J is a good one. Lots of parking place. I can't say too much for their amenities in the store though. And I think some of those are corporate owned and are run very properly, and some are franchises. Not so much. Feeling great. So it smells like you've taken a handful of pine needles and rubbed them together in your hand. That's what this shaving soap smells like. I got very strong oil. let's rinse it off and see what we got. It's getting about time for that dreaded knock on the door, which we hope that they have better sense. Yeah, usual spots. Usual spots. Put some alum on my fingers. I like the way it holds over here. Okay. Okay, I want to say that's it for the face. And let's go ahead and move on to the head real quick. And we'll do a right and proper cleanup when we get back in the truck. I do about 100 laps on leather. For my face razor, my head razor, I do about 60. And I turn that down. Had to have it after the shower. It was hot and steamy in here. And on the head shave, we're using the same Union razor you've seen the last couple of videos that you can get right here in the truck stops for $12.99. And this one was hung up on the Arkansas True Hard, I'm almost positive. Oh, you can't even see that, can you? I'm looking at the mirror, not the camera. Yep, that feels pretty good. All right, one more spot and we're done. Got to get the back of the neck. You want the back of the neck to feel smooth. All right, that's it. Iron 3 minutes, iron 4 minutes. Thank you for staying with me. That's about it. I'm just going to run an alum block across my face, and I don't expect anything. Well, let's just do it. I mean, why waste time? All right, very good. Okay, now we're done. Thank you for staying with me. Appreciate it. We'll see you down the road.